Howdy everybody, I'm going to do a quick tour, keep it really tight hopefully. This is a combination of what we need to water and what you can eat and what is everything. This is the one of the sides of the garden. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 boxes and pots in front of all the other ones. So each of the boxes need to just get watered fully. Each plant, just do a couple rounds. Try to think of it as, you're not filling the box up obviously, but you're trying to soak down into and around the plants. There's peppers, jalapenos, tomatoes in the first box, big jalapeno plant. These are Armenian cucumbers, keep an eye out there. And that cabbage is actually really great. It's Savoy cabbage, it's kind of light. This is another cucumber, keep an eye on there. There might be, yep, looks like there's one on there. And then these tomatoes will start coming in. In the second box, there are 2 blueberry bushes. They're probably producing. And this big thing here, if you look in there, it's cucumber, or they're called lemon cucumbers. So you want to hit those before they get too old. And there's a lot there. That is also a cucumber bush, which is like pickling cucumber. The other first tall box is 3 tomato plants. Somewhere down there it says what they are. And then there's onions. Those are like a nice white, not too hot, sweetish onion. There's another patch of them right there. You see them. If they look big enough, go ahead and pick them. This is borage in the first pot, and you can eat all this. So that's good. The leaves and the little buds and the flowers are all edible. Right here in front, if you notice, there's peas. So anytime you see a pea, if it's gotten too big and fat, you can crack them open and take out the peas, and they're good raw or cooked. These, when they're tender and thin, they're super tasty on their own or cooked. Second box, oh, there's kale. There's like a little hidden kale. If you find kale, just make sure you wash it really well. And do really well. All these tomatoes are going to be coming crazy in. This other short one has a big borage, another borage patch there. And then these are all strawberries. There's a little bit of daylight there where it's not growing so well. And I think that's just a coverage problem. This big, huge tomato box is primo. These are sun golds, and these sun golds are so delicious, and got to kind of stay on top of them. Oh my gosh, super sweet. And then Joliets and another type, you'll get to know them. So just all these boxes. This is our big zucchini, as you can see. So grab zucchinis. You can grab them young. Don't wait till they're too big. They get a little tougher, but they're still awesome when you grill them. Front tomato, another tomato, 2 tomatoes, sorry. And then on the back of this first one is a little patch of radishes. So those are going to be, the greens are good. You can pick them if you want. Yeah, pick everything you can. So that's the first set of boxes. Up against the fence, if you can hit the watering with the, what do you call it? That's a grapevine. So if you can touch that. Then on the hill, when you're hitting this side, I guess I should have mentioned, to turn the water on, it's here on the side of the house, all the way up, and then push forward like that. It's a wand thing, and when you're done, if you can close it off and close it down, that keeps the leaking, any leaking from happening. While you're still on this side, I like to take the hose and hit on the hill. 1, 2, 3, and we won't count that big bushy one, but this is an avocado tree that we're trying to save. So that's 4, and then right off to the side, and they're roughly evenly spaced, so it's pretty easy to tell. This is our lime tree. All of those need a good soaking. Just stand there and hit the earth above them, and in the pit, you don't have to water the front of the pit too much, other than to keep the, to keep that dirt together. Try not to erode it away. It's a berm that keeps the water held in. And then while you're standing here, turn that shooter way on, and right up above the fence is I forget what that's called. It's a blue flower. It's a creeping vine. Right at the base of it is where the water is, against the fence. So just shoot it right into the center of the bush for a minute or so. If you can hit the lavender, It certainly likes it all along there. It's a native plant, but it gets all dried out in the sun. And then while you're here, the first of the pots is accessible. So this is all the end of the first round. And this is horseradish, purple potatoes in this barrel. You can dig down and you'll find a bunch of purple potatoes. They're delicious. They're awesome. That is oregano. And then this is a big tomato plant with all these little seeds. You'll see here, this is cilantro that's gone to shoot, and we save it, and there's a ton of coriander seed. And you smell it, it's great for cooking. This is just ornamental, but you have to hit that. There's 4 pots here, and then that closes off the section on the left-hand side of the house. That's it. Next.